Today I learned that once upon a time Sylvester the cat was called Thomas. That's certainly the case with the 1947 Merrie Melodies cartoon Tweety Pie. And I really enjoyed this, but I have to say it's really off-putting to have Sylvester called Thomas. I'm not sure why that decision was made because Sylvester had previously appeared in various shorts as Sylvester. So I'm wondering if maybe they decided to call him Thomas because this is the first time he'd been paired with Tweety Pie. Maybe they were planning on actually making him a separate cat. I don't know. If anybody knows the reason why, please do let me know. It's not enough to stop me from enjoying the film, but it is just a little off-putting. But as I said, this is the first of many times we get Sylvester and Tweety in the same cartoon. And to me, they always go hand in hand. There are other antagonists for Tweety Bird, but to me, Sylvester is the main one. And we get to see Sylvester prowling around outside, and he comes across this little bird, who we know, of course, is Tweety. And Tweety is warming his hands on the butt of a cigar. I'm not entirely sure why the butt of this cigar was in this garden, but never mind. And Sylvester goes to capture Tweety Bird, but then his owner, Emma, sees Sylvester and is like, "What have you got in your hands, Thomas?" I will keep calling him Sylvester, I apologise. She says, "What have you got in your hands, Thomas?" And then Thomas shows both of his hands. It shows him nothing at all. And eventually, quite quickly, Emma actually finds Tweety and instantly warms to him and decides that she's going to keep this bird and nurture this bird and care for this bird. And Tweety is very happy about this. Finally, he gets to go indoors where it's warm, he can be cared for. Thomas is having none of it. And across the 6 or 7 minutes that follow, Thomas goes out of his way to do everything he can to try and capture Tweety Bird. And of course, Tweety pulls every trick out of the book to try and stop Thomas. At that point, it follows a pretty average narrative pattern that we see with Sylvester and Tweety, with Sylvester trying to be clever and Tweety seemingly always out tricking him. What will happen to Thomas by the end of this? I won't say, but I will say as an introduction to Sylvester and Tweety, I think it works really well. It's kind of interesting to see how Thomas finds Sylvester. No, I'm confusing myself so much. Okay, I'm going to call him Sylvester from now on because he is Sylvester. How Sylvester finds Tweety in the garden. We kind of have a bit of an origin story about their first ever encounter. How Granny then goes on to own Tweety Bird, I'm not entirely sure. Does Emma maybe give the bird to her granny? But then why does Granny end up owning the cat? I don't know. There are a lot of questions. I don't think I'm meant to question it. I think I'm meant to watch these basically in isolation and enjoy them for what they are. And quite frankly, I'm happy to do that. Because Tweety Pie is a lot of fun. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. Don't like the fact Sylvester's called Thomas. But aside from that, well animated, very enjoyable, and definitely worth watching.